Hi, I picked up this Marshall Valvestate bi-chorus 200 watts. It's a stereo. Um, yeah, no, it's from mid 90s. It's the first generation of the Valvestates, and I got a pretty good deal on it. So I plugged it in, and the volume is really low, and as you can see, I got this stain here. I tried to clean it off, but it looks like it might have been a cleaner and bleached it. So I'm gonna try to fix that. And yeah, so the volume, you know what? Let me just show you. Okay, so now you'll see what I'm talking about. Power it on. Okay, turn up the volume. Like this. That's on half. It's a 200 watt amp. It should be blowing my face off. Okay, so here's the back. Um, as you can see, it's got two 12-inch speakers, G12T, but the Marshall voiced. It's in stereo, and it's got some extra outputs here. That's cool. And it was made in the UK, but as you can see, is exported to Canada. And it's got a look at that. It's got a effects loop, like a stereo effects loop, which is pretty cool. And yeah, and then you got a left and right line out, and must be slide. There we go, foot switch. So apparently on these older ones, one of the issues is that the effects loop gets corroded over time, and apparently one way to check it out is to put a jumper between these two, and then yeah, let's see if that worked. Okay, got the jumper in place. Let's turn it back on. Oh yeah, there you go. Still on 0. Okay, so now that I know that works, I'm gonna take out the amp and clean up those contacts and see if I don't need that jumper anymore. Okay, I suppose the first thing I need to do is I'm gonna disconnect these speakers here. It's a screw stuck to it. And you know what? I gotta disconnect the reverb tank. Let me see if I can get you in there a little closer. I gotta disconnect the reverb tank here. Should be just there we go. Negative and positive. Cool. Now I just gotta locate all the screws that are holding it in. So 2, 4, 6, 8 on top, and a couple on the side. have to clean the contacts for the effects loop, which are right there. Okay, so let's see if I can get a closer look. See the metal contacts up there? Those are what I have to clean. And if you look, see if I can get how close I can get. See how it pops up like that? That's where the contact is not, that's where it needs to be cleaned. So I'm going to do that for each and see if I don't need this patch anymore. Okay, so I'm just going to plug in this one at a time and give it a shot. Okay, next. Okay, let's plug it in and see if that did the trick. Okay, moment of truth. It's all cleaned and the jumper cable's taken out. I think it worked. All right. That's fixed. I think next what I'll deal with is this stain here. Okay, so if I want to take that baffle out, I'm going to have to take out these screws and remove the speakers. And I'm guessing these are holding it onto the front. So let me do that. All right, my guess now is these screws here should okay, so I got all these unscrewed. Let's see if I can get it out. Okay, I got all those out. Now, no, this shit is really old. I really don't want to mess it up. These things are in the way. See if I can figure it out without doing that. Yay! All right, I got it out. Okay, time to try to take this logo off without breaking it. It's from the 90s, so probably pretty brittle. These things they have like little tabs here where they push in. I'm gonna get a little screwdriver and see if I can loosen the tabs a bit. I really don't want to break this thing. No, that didn't seem to really work. Okay, so I managed to get it off in one piece. You see these tabs here, they're drilled into the wood. Put that somewhere safe. And what I did was, on the back side, see these holes here? This is where they were. I put a little squirt of like a lube in there and then tapped them out with like a screwdriver very gently. And then once I had enough room on this side, I used like this little pry thing to get it up. So now let's take it outside, and I'm gonna spray this and clean it, and hopefully she looks brand new. Okay, thought I'd take out the reverb tank while I was at it and give it a nice clean. Pretty cool. Okay, so I got this stuff, vinyl and fabric paint. Got it for a project in my car, and kind of hoping it'll clean this guy back up. I'm going to give it a few shots, and I'll show you the results. Well, she's definitely looking better. I can still see it a little. I'm going to give it another coat, but wow, it turned out pretty good. Wow, this thing cleaned up real nice. And it looks like that fabric paint did the trick.